This is a simulation video. I have done the first part of what I'm doing twice now and lost it. And we're going to walk through something I did earlier to set up this little adventure. Most of it's intact, but I lost the beginning twice. What we're going to do, the last game, the last video I made was in a world, let's call it Primus. It was the first world I did ever, and I hadn't been in it for about a year, and it showed the roller coaster. This is a current world, which I'm calling a modern world. I'm calling the two old ones I have retro. Oh shoot, I should have hit B there. Darn it. Don't play when you're tired. Anyway, let me go ahead and get us on the road here and I'll talk. What we're going to do is go to the Nether World and go to a fortress and kill some blazes, and we'll be on normal when we're in the Nether World and maybe have some adventures while we're there. This is made out of nether brick. It's my portal. It is a long way from my house. In my first world, the kid made the first portal, and I appreciated that, but he made it right where I lived and worked, and I hate the growly things. So anyway, we're going in and through the portal. The reason I'm doing this is if I don't, I'm going to have a video that starts with us in the middle of a bunch of netherrack and no clue as to what in the hell I'm doing and why I got from a roller coaster to the netherrack. So this is Vineland. We were all geared up to fight Ghasts as needed. Let's go ahead and make it live. Alright, through here, you're kidding. Oh, boy, that was a heartbreaker. I don't know if that'll show on the video, but that showed that wall not being there, and that shows that wall not being there. Boy, that's freaky. Oh, that's my this is my Nether Wart farm, and it's at stage 1 when you plant it. It grows to stage 2. And when it starts looking like a dick, it's stage 3, and it's time to harvest it. And you take your dickweed and you make awkward potions, which is their name for your base right now for all magic potions. So we're harvesting dickweed to make potions to kill dicks with. Alright, up this way is how we need to go to get to the fortress. This area right here I dug out in order, I was hoping that I'd get some magma cubes to spawn in it. I was a little bit more naive when I started, and I've never seen anything but those nasty pigs in here, zombie pigs, that walk around saying something that to me sounds like nasty, nasty. So, this was obviously cut out by me. It has to do with running around underneath a sky filled with ghasts sometimes. And I do fight ghasts, and they're the only way you can get ghast tears, which is the necessary ingredient for regeneration potions. And there's a big area down there that if you can lure them up there, you can kill them. The key, killing them is quite possible. Killing them over something where they will drop their loot not into the lava but where you can pick it up, and hopefully without getting your rear end blown off by 5 more ghasts. And then we go up here. All these staircases and channels, I didn't try to make any of them pretty. I was probably fighting a ghast there when I threw that cobblestone up. They go through netherrack like it's tissue paper. Most of these are too wide or else they're fairly open, these tunnelways and stairways, and it's because you'll run into zombie pigmen on them, and you have the choice of walking by them or fighting them. But evidently if you fight them, you have to fight every zombie pigman within 30 squares. And this is as much as I need for a setup for the good footage I have. So, sorry about having to redo this part of it, but you know, this is what we've done up to that point. I think the most interesting footage was turned out fine. And how I knew to get over here, I didn't. I just followed my nose and followed my nose a lot more. And where I couldn't get down to somewhere, I cut through the nether rack, which is, you know, very simple to cut through. And kept looking until I found a fortress. And of course, or maybe not of course, but of course for me, because the Minecraft gods actually hate me, cobblestone's a good marker here because it's absolutely, of course just about anything is, it's absolutely not occurring here. It's also got a good blast resistance, like sandstone is like tissue paper. That's a ghast. I would have sworn I saw a magma cube up there. Not just mushrooms, silly me. I suffer a bit from that motion sickness that some people get, or whatever you want to call it, with Minecraft. And I haven't been feeling great today anyway, so this may be a short trip. Something about all the shapes here in the light. This was all soul sand, which slows you down, and gas pop up over there. And so you're walking really slow, and so I threw some netherrack on top of it just as a, you know, short-term measure. This is a first fortress I found, and as I said, the gods of Minecraft do hate me. And there's no Nether Wart in it. So I had to go and find a second fortress. Alright, this is where our blaze is. Let's go ahead and take a little walk around. We've got some chests. I don't have a ender chest down here. There's blazes in there, and they're really getting mad about being cooped up. This wasn't really to get below the level of gas shooting at me. It had more to do with mining. That's a ghast. Where are you, you bastard? There he is. Come on, come and die. He's right there. You probably can't even begin to see him on video. Incoming. I've actually shot a few of those on the way in. He's not worth playing with because he's too far out for me to loot him if I do get him. But you can see where I've looted various places just for nether brick and the fence rail, the brick rails. None of this actually goes anywhere. This is not a good fortress. That's the sound the blazes make. They're just not happy little furnace creatures. I'm going to have to take a little break. Oh, food. Usually I come here on easy because it's just not worth the wear and tear on the armor. And I'm going to block that off while we're playing. And I am going to take a little break because I am feeling this area right now. I just looked at the first segment I have of this where I actually go into the netherworld and then head off in this direction. And I've done something that fried it out. So, a brief bit of explanation. We're here to kill a bunch of gas. Not gas. I wish I could kill a bunch of gas over something where I could actually pick up the loot drops. We're inside a fortress, but this last clip that I took a break from will actually show all of that. The early part was basically the railroad ride to the portal and getting here, deciding what to take with us and why. Now what I'm going to do, the blazes are in here, and I'm going to go to peaceful just so you can see what the setup's like in here. Let's go to peaceful. Alright, in here, I might as well do torches, otherwise this is going to be nothing. As far as I can tell, the little buggers spawn whether you've got torches in here or not, so I might leave torches down here and you can see the fight better, or maybe not, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Might try it both ways. Alright, that is a blaze spawner. And this is like a little turret that sits above the fortress. And so far, I have seen 2 of these in each fortress. This one, of course, has 2. Alright, normally this is nether brick. Now, I took it out and I put in obsidian because one of the things they do is they catch things on fire. I believe it's they throw 3 fireballs at one time. They burn stone, they burn anything. My theory was perhaps they would catch the obsidian on fire less than the nether brick or the cobblestone, because that doesn't seem to affect them at all. They seem to be just fiery little devils. Alright. I can't really tell you whether it's doing that or not. I'm usually kind of busy killing them when the thing comes down. Right. All this netherrack here was originally here. I think you'd have to check wiki. I think they can spawn like 8 blocks out, but that seems like too many because I've never had them spawn out there. But anyway, if you put blocks just right around the spawner, they will spawn outside of them. I had been away from Minecraft for a year, and I did that silly stuff, and I was up to my rear end in blazes, and I had to run for it and fight and come back later and rethink that plan on them. I didn't do it on this one. I did it on a different one. I thought I had them corralled. Also, like I said, I've put torches around them. I was still getting blazes, so word to the wise, if you think putting torches around their spawner will give you a free pass back and forth past them, didn't work for me. Good luck.